know about you, Eric. I'm hungry, and I think I'm going to go to the yard and just get a few weeds.
What are you, a goat? Just start munching. You can eat things in the garden. It's surprisingly, right?
I can't make a goat sound. I'm trying to think.
Isn't that a goat?
Yeah. I'm more like, that's my dolphin. I can't.
That's when goat meets dolphin. Next.
There you go.
That's our Peter Montoya making a bad noise.
So let's talk about things that you can actually eat, in the garden. Now, we know that there are edible flowers, and we're going to share some of those with you now. But
I only know one, the nasturtium. That's all I know, but I didn't know there were others.
Famous in salads a lot. Well, there's a bunch of flowers.
Okay,
We're just getting started. There's weeds and flowers that are safe and healthy for you to eat.
Okay.
Are you ready for this?
I can't wait to hear this.
Okay. So first of all, there's something, it's called the drumstick primrose.
Okay.
And it's scented, and it's a great cut flower, and you can eat it.
And what's it look like?
It's purple. It's really,
I love a purple
It's really,
flower,
really pretty. Now, be cautioned. It's a little on the wild side.
You mean it takes over?
It's a little crazy, but you want. And by the way, as we go through this, you want to be careful too, because some wild plants that aren't on our list are not safe to eat. So you can't just go out and
just don't start randomly picking stuff out of the ground.
You want to make sure that you've heard it here, and then you know that everything's on the up and up, because otherwise you might get sick. So we don't want that to happen. But put this on your list, and we'll put this on our website as well. It's called drumstick primrose. Okay. It's a very pretty purple flower, and it's safe to eat. In fact, it is tasty to eat. Guess what? Dandelions.
Okay.
Those dandelions that are kind of like they're a pest in your yard.
Sure.
They're fun for kids because you can, blow on all the little fluffy.
Yeah. My daughter Willow makes little crowns out of them. She weaves them into like little crowns.
Cute. Well, it turns out the dandelions that are, the eyesore to all of our lawn perfectionists. But guess what? Dandelions are actually really good for a gourmet salad. You can toss it with a light vinaigrette.
Wait. Which part though? The head? The yellow part?
You can eat the leaves. And
really?
You can
Is
eat
that dandelion greens?
The dandelion greens, and you can eat the yellow flower.
Really?
And what you do is it's good in vitamin A, it's vitamin C, and beta carotene. And they're also, just believe it or not, you can make it into a homemade wine too. Dandelions.
Dandelion wine.
So before you start getting all upset about the dandelions on your lawn, grab them up, and you might be able to put them in a lovely salad. You can.
And when people drive by and shake their fist at your bad lawn, you can say, "Hey, I'm making dandelion wine, so back off, pal."
And salads. I mean, come on. This is and now one you talked about that about. That's the nasturtium. Those are those beautiful orange flowers.
They actually sell those now in specialty markets.
Oh, yeah?
Just in a container like, produce to put in your salad. Yeah.
But it is so gorgeous, and it really is healthy, and it adds color to your salad. Just imagine that with a variety of, burgundy and green lettuce.
That'd be pretty, wouldn't it?
Really yummy for a summer party, right? Yeah. Guess what else you can eat that you didn't know about? What? Those daylilies. You know those daylilies?
I have those.
You have daylilies?
Yes.
Okay, guess what? The bold, has kind of like that vivid scarlet flower with the yellow throat.
Mine are yellow, though.
Okay, well, you can eat these. And it's yummy, and it looks great on a salad. You could just kind of cut little pieces of the petals up and just sprinkle that over your salad.
That's so pretty. I'm going to do it tonight. I have one that just bloomed.
Okay.
Guess what I'm having?
You're going to have a little bit of that.
There you go.
Daylily salad. How about New Dawn rose? It's a great rose. It's a specific kind of a rose. It gives a fragrant blush pink flower in the summer. So make a note of this, the New Dawn rose.
Yeah.
Again, it's something that's good for the north-facing yard. You can put it in your salad.
Just the leaves?
The flower. The petals.
Really?
The petals of the rose.
Wouldn't that be beautiful? Texture, too. Wouldn't it be nice?
Or how about we love these? We love pansies. Have you ever seen those in a salad?
I have not.
Little teeny tiny pansies that have the deep burgundy and also the yellow little petals.
Sure.
And those are terrific in a salad.
All right.
Yeah. You're kind of going, I don't know.
I didn't know.
Yeah.
What do I know?
Well,
it turns out?
We all know that we're learning things together. How about tulip bulbs?
Get out of here, tulips.
That there was actually a time, I think even during Anne Frank's days, where they were living on tulip bulbs.
Is that right?
And you can eat tulips in the fall, and you can plant them in the fall for spring beauty, and it's gorgeous for a salad, and it's healthy, and they're yummy. So think about growing tulips, not only for your garden.
A tulip and avocado salad with a little bit of turkey in it. Yum.
How about chickweed? Chickweed is an edible weed. You wouldn't know about this.
I don't even know about this.
But it basically is a weed with a kind of a corn on the cob-like flavor, and you just kind of sprinkle that with your veggies.
Well, I love me some corn, I'll tell you that.
I know
this
you
might
love
be good.
Little chickweed with your corn. That could be a salad.
That's a corn-on-corn salad.
It could be.
You're going crazy now.
See,
That's out of control.
You could grill your corn and then take the kernels
You
off.
ever cut the corn in thin little, like almost like poker chip size?
No.
When they're and grill them with a little olive oil.
I've done the grilling, but I haven't done what you're talking.
Oh man!
Yeah?
So imagine that with some tulip and a little chickweed. Forget about it.
I know it sounds like we're nuts. People are going to think, what are you doing? Really?
I'm eating chickweed all
I know.
day.
How about that unique yarrow? It's a hardy and versatile perennial that almost has like fern-like leaves and colorful blooms. And they're perfect for cutting and drying. But guess what? It also is the perfect plant to add interest to your garden bed. And you can eat it.
What does yarrow look like again?
It looks kind of like a fern. It has little yellow clusters.
Yeah.
And you can associate like with the dry, almost like dried flowers.
And that's and you don't have to dry this. You just eat it as is.
Sprinkle it right there on your salad.
Jeez.
I know these are all just kind of like wow.
You'll see
really?
me out on my hands and knees, just eating like a goat, just eating my garden. People will be like, "What happened to him? It was so promising."
I know. But these are going to give you more nutrients, and it's going to make your salad look more interesting. How about plantain? It's one of those plants that seems to thrive on the edge of gardens and driveways, but guess what? It's edible, and you pick the green rippled leaves, and you leave the tall flower stems, but you blanch the leaves, and you saute this with butter and garlic.
Ooh, it sounds like kale.
There you go. It's just like you would with kale or any other tough green. It's called plantain, and you might already have it in your garden, or if not, look for it in the garden center and think of this as a new edible.
Jeez Louise.
How about garlic grass? Have you heard of garlic grass?
Nope, don't know what it is.
I know. It looks kind of weird. It almost looks like dandelions, but they're lavender. So there are these little stems, and it's kind of like a wild garlic, but it's an herbal treat that's often found in fields and pastures, and it resembles kind of like, cultivated garlic or spring onions, but the shoots are very thin. You can use this in pesto or chop it up on main courses, like even scallions. Garlic grass, and it has this little pretty, dainty lavender color.
That sounds fantastic.
I know.
Where do you get the garlic? Can you buy these in flats or something?
Well, I think you probably, this is a little more unusual plant. I think you want to look for the garlic grass, in maybe one of the family garden centers. I doubt you would find this in the big box store.
Right, okay.
But go online, too. A lot of these you can do a little preliminary search, and you probably could even order some of these online. So check that one out, that particular garlic. I think it's a good idea. I mean, these are all edible flowers and weeds that are going to be healthy and fun to take from your garden to your dinner table.
Listen,
right?
The color, the unusual color, even things like putting red cabbage in a salad makes the whole thing transition. Could you imagine?
Yeah.
The nasturtiums or the
tulips, garlic grass.
That's beautiful.
We have a bunch more. Okay, are you ready for this one?
Yeah.
This is a really beautiful. It has kind of like it has little beads of flowers that range from red to pink to coral, and it's called sorrel, and it's a lemony green that's found all over the country. It resembles Swiss chard.
Yeah.
And you basically would use the little leaves in salad for an interesting citrus flavor, or even cook some of the tougher greens in soups, or you being the egg guy, in an omelet or stir fry. Yeah, it's called sorrel. And so check that out. And it has color. I mean, very different, right? I mean, who knew? Some of these things that are just going to look great in your garden, but they're going to be tasty for whatever you eat. How about watercress? Watercress.
I like the watercress.
Now, you probably buy this in some like the Whole Foods and places like that, or maybe even the farmers markets.
Sure.
But you can grow this your own in the garden in a container. The leafy greens, they have a spicy tang to them, and they're great in sandwiches and soups.
Well, yeah, I've had the watercress sandwiches.
Yeah, it gives it a nice little crispiness to it, right?
Yes.
In a turkey sandwich.
Yeah.
How about chickweed? Now, this is kind of different. It's a low-growing succulent, and it's bright green. And guess what? It has all kinds of vitamins and omega-6 fatty acids. And the young leaves and the stems, you can throw those in the salad, but don't eat too much chickweed. It'll be a little too much. But a little goes a long way.
What happens if you eat too much?
You don't want to know.
Sounds to me like explosive.
You don't want to do it.
I'm not going to.
Yeah. How about lamb's quarters? Now, this is also a great kind of a thing you can grow and you can eat, and it's going to be great like either in a salad. It's loaded with vitamin A and calcium and all this good stuff. We'll put all this on the website.
Good.
But these are all great
info.
edible flowers and weeds that are going to be nutritious and delicious.
All right.
Eric Stromer, Cindy Dole, you're listening to Home Wizards, where we love to make you feel good and improve your home and improve your life.